not only fire that is there, but there is a special type of a worm. You know worms? I saw this vision sometime when I was praying, and God showed me there is a worm that is found in hell. Now, all the people in hell, I told you that the soul is a heart. Are you getting me? You have got a physical heart, but there is another heart that makes you to feel and to think in a certain way, to feel like I want to commit suicide. That heart is real. You have got eyes different from these ones. The soul has got eyes. As I told you, blind people can dream. The soul has ears. That's why I prayed for you when we were saying, Lord, because that is the eye that is given to the prophetic man. God opens. We don't use this eye. We use the eye of the soul. It's a ministry that makes you to see with the soul. There is another heart different from this one in your body. There is a soulish heart. So there are worms that are designed when you go to hell for them to move inside that heart just to torment you. They will be irritating you and annoying a person, and they won't die. They dieth not. Those worms are special worms designed to, you know, when you are under stress and people are troubling you, are tormenting you, you feel like you want to die. That feeling which you feel, do you know why you feel like you want to die? It's not your physical heart. Are you getting this? Well, every time you are depressed, every time you are stressed, it's not this physical heart. This heart, when it's stressed, it just stops and you are dead. The reason why people now have got a heart problem is not because of this physical heart. It's the spiritual heart that is tormented. So that heart now, it disturbs your physical heart. And you get what is called a heart disease, because it's the pressure of the soul now being exerted on your physical heart. Whenever you see people throwing hands and are frustrated, they are stressed, they are devastated, it's that soulish heart that is being frustrated. So the same frustration, the same stress, depression that you go through, that is, those worms, they are designed to deal with your heart like that. Now look at me, everyone, hear me very well. God is a good God, but God has holy anger. I want you to know this thing. God has anger. He can burn. Sin with God, they don't see eye to eye. When you are a sinful person, God burns. Now, there are some people who say, but if God is God, why is it he puts people into hell? He is not a good God. No, I want you to know very well, God is a very good God, but he hates sin to the last degree. God hates sin. If you are sinning, he will just throw you into hell himself. He has anger. He punishes sin. He bans sin. He hates sin. Can you write this thing? Say, hear prophets and listen to what they say. If you don't want to go to hell, hear prophets that are down here. Luke 16:29-31. Hear the prophets of God. If you don't want to go to hell, just listen to them. You don't need someone to tell you. Just listen. Hear them. Why is the Bible saying hear prophets? Because people with the prophetic gifts, most of them had, God gives them experiences. and visions, to see things that people without that gift cannot see. There are certain things that I can describe to you about hell, which a person who is not a prophet cannot, because of the dimensions of the giftings. So God is specifying the prophets. Let them hear them. Let them hear. We don't need to raise a person from hell to go and preach to them. Let them hear. The secret is to listen. The secret is to hear. The prophets, when they are teaching you. The last thing that I want you to know. Hell is a special remand prison. It's a special remand prison. Heads. It's a special remand prison before the actual judgment. Before judgment. Can we go to the book of Revelations 20? All right, let's start from verse 11. Then I saw a white throne, and him who sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. There is one day when the earth and the heavens will flee away. And I saw the dead. This is John. He had no eyes. Eyes were plugged out. He is seeing visions, and he is writing of the future. He is seeing what is to happen. He is saying, what I saw, it hasn't happened, this which he saw. He saw the dead. Verse 12. Small and great, standing before God, and books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life. This is the book which your name is written in when you give your life to Jesus. The moment you open your heart and confess Jesus and do the sinner's prayer, your name is written in the book of life. Now the Bible says, and the dead were judged according to their works by the things which were written in the books, which means there are books, different books. There is a book of remembrance where whatever you are doing is written there, and then there is a book of life which is written, names of people that are born again. Verse 13, the sea gave up the dead who were in it. All those people that disappeared, you know that plane that sank into the sea? There are many planes right now that disappeared into the sea, that just went down and they cannot recover them. They are going to be brought out of the sea. The sea will give up. It gave up the dead who were in it. There are people that are down there. Some who died by ships that sank in different seas and they have never been found. We have read these things in history. The Bible is saying the sea gave up the dead who were in it, and death and Hades delivered up the dead who were in them. And they were judged, each one according to his works. Death and Hades delivered up the dead who were in them, and they were judged, and each one according to his works. Then can you go? Then death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. And this is the second death. Next verse. And anyone who was not found written in the book of life was cast into that fire. That is hell mixed with death. I don't know that concoction or a mixture ingredient that God is going to do. He will take death, mix it with fire, with hell, and throw people there. Whosoever was not found in the book of life was cast into that lake of fire. Now, this one is now different from Hades.